actually smells incredible. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the 89 Garage. Got a wee bit of a sore throat. We've had a few fires around here lately. Kind of playing with my throat, chest. Anyway, I've done quite a bit of just showing what's going on with Frankie, but it's going to be really hard to put all together, so I'm kind of sort of going to redo it right now. Alright, so I've gone through. Well, I'm getting a phone call. Be right back.
2 hours later.
Alright, back. So I hung the molding on, trying to get this all, evened out. I've gone over a couple places with primer just to see. I have a hard time. So I had back surgery a few years ago, and my hands just don't have the sensitivity I used to. I don't know if it's from the sciatic issues I had or what, but they're just not as sensitive. So I actually have been putting primer on because I can feel it better when there's primer on it. I don't know, maybe that's everybody else too. But so that's what I've been doing, and then coming back down and seeing what else I need to do. I've been going around tonight just circling places that still need a little bit of work. There's a little low spot right here I got to get to. A couple little dings right in here that I got to get. This side has actually been pretty decent overall. Yeah. And then I got working on this. So this thing had, I don't know what you want to call it, maybe a mold line. So when this thing was molded, there was a line going all the way. You can see the edge of the line right here, and then there was a dip. It dipped down about 1/8 of an inch. And so I've gone around and smoothed that out the best I can, and brought up the places where where it was down too far. Done that on both sides. And then one thing I've always regretted about the 8.9 is, let me show you. I have always regretted not having those 2 holes filled in when I had it painted. I didn't even think about it, but I always have thought, why did I not get those filled in? So I did that on Frankie. And it turned out, I'm really sorry guys about losing my voice here, but it turned out really good. There were also a couple dings in here that I had to go over. Right here, there's a couple little spots over here. It had been hit right here as well. I had to bring this up a little bit too. So I think I'm going to put this back on and do the rest of the sanding at that point. I'm really contemplating on painting this thing, the whole entire thing, blue, and just kind of see how I like it. The rear bumper, I had those tears in it on each side. I tried using regular Bondo. It didn't work out too hot. But it did actually perform better than this Dolphin glaze, to be quite honest with you. And this is supposed to be somewhat flexible. The Bondo seemed to take a little more flex than this did. And it's just regular Bondo. It's just the number 2 regular Bondo. But then I decided to go with, where is it at? I went over and got this bumper repair kit from O'Reilly. And I actually saved a little bit of that to show you. See, this here is still flexible. This is what I fixed the rips in the bumper with, is this material right here. So anyway, I also went and got this all riveted. Most of this stuff that I got is LMR kits, the rivets, bumper brackets that I've needed, except for I did not remember that I needed to order. Oh, I don't see where the original went. But the bumper bracket for the back over here had a bent. Oh, there it is. Has one stud that's bent and one that's busted off. So I made my own. I just cut it with tin snips. Couple things. The bumper, I will show a little video. This was busted. I'm going to show you. Busted up in there. Same thing over here. It's even worse over there. I don't know if I can find one quick enough, or if I just go ahead and try to repair this one. Okay, I got this. I don't know. I fiberglassed it, and I don't know. I'm not good at it. And I was able to repair it with the fiberglass kit that I got, which is also made by Bondo. I POR'd the back of this thing. But as far as the body itself, I wanted to stop that rust in its tracks, so I POR'd it. I also POR'd around the gas filler door. I wanted to bring in an update. I can't stress this enough. I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to bodywork. I can fix motors. I can figure out what's going on in a transmission. I can figure out lots of stuff, but bodywork has never been my cup of tea. But I've wanted to make it something that's in my wheelhouse, something I can do. So that is why I decided to tackle this myself. I have resolved that it's not going to be perfect, and I'm fine with that. When you take on one of these projects, figure out what your main end goal is and decide if it's something that you want to tackle. If you're good at bodywork, then you don't even need to probably think about this. But if you're like me and you've never done any bodywork at all before, then you need to think about, are you going to be satisfied if it's not perfect? Because I can tell you right now, Frankie is not going to be perfect, but it will look better. This is the paint that I wound up with, is gloss royal blue. It actually is not as dark as this. If you look, I don't think it's quite as dark. That is the color right there. And I did actually buy some silver for the bottom. It's aluminum is the name of it. And I don't know if I'm going to use it or not. So anyway, that's the colors I'm using. This, and both are made by Rustoleum, by the way. And both are indeed oil-based. So yeah, see if you look right here, it says oil-based. And then I went with this Master Pro primer. And somewhere I got activator, there it is right there. Before I start on anything, I'll be going over with this wax and grease remover. If you watch Mr. Robbie Layton, you will know that he uses it pretty frequently. I'm going to be using a Harbor Freight spray gun. I got it on sale one day. I walked in there. I've had my eye on it for a while. It was on sale for like 12 bucks. I will be painting Frankie right here in the 8-9 garage with visqueen or plastic, whatever you want to call it, hanging up somehow. Somehow I'm going to be protecting all my tools and electronics and stuff so they don't get sprayed. And I'd also like to keep this wall from, you know, getting blue overspray. I have a window behind me that I'm going to be pumping air out of, and I need to somehow rig up a fan to go out that, and I really hope I don't sweat to death, but I'm just pumped to get this done. This puppy's just rolling in like, my goodness. I'm seeing the lightnings, and it was okay, I don't know, 10 minutes ago. Then I saw some rain coming down over there, and now it's over here. It actually smells incredible. I love the smell of rain.
Early the next morning.
So last summer, I welded in a patch right here. Actually, my patch was up here, and one of the previous owners or somebody put a patch right here that you can see. Mine is actually right in this area. Anyway, this is the very first thing I've ever bondoed in my entire life, and I had built this up so far that I knew it was wrong. I knew it would haunt me, but I was in a big hurry to get this thing ready to be placed outside for the winter, and I just wanted something to protect it. Well, if you follow me much, you will know that Frankie stayed in the garage all winter long, and my wife ever so graciously parked her Escape outside so Frankie could be inside. And anyway, long story short, this, knowing it was like that, has haunted me since I did it. So last night I decided I was going to just start sanding this thing back down to the metal and start over. Some of this stuff, the green, none of that was me. This was me. This was me. This feels pretty dang good. Earlier in the video, I said there was a low spot right here. Well, that's because I was too high. And that's really what got me thinking, okay, I got to start over. There is a little bit of some rough stuff in here. It was really, really hard to weld this. I can tell the other person had a hard time as well. It's hard to try and hold something in here and weld at the same time and get it exactly where you want it to be. But really and truly, it's not that bad. It's just a little indented here and there. So last time, one of my biggest issues was I bonded this thing, and then I put the wing on it, and it was like way off. So then I start moving stuff around, putting filler here, filler there, trying to make it look good. So this go around, now that I'm, basically almost all the way down to metal, I think I'm close enough that I can work with this now. But I'm gonna put the wing back on, and because I need to somewhat build this corner up a little bit, because it's supposed to look basically like this. And this has Bondo in it too. I think this is the UPOL stuff because it's green. I don't know, but this has it up here. The previous owner had it there, and I've also found it a little bit up in here. So I'm not really too sure what's going on, but this is flat, so I'm not gonna mess with it. This part here though was gonna stick out like a sore thumb to me. Maybe nobody else would notice it, but every time that I looked at this car, my eyes went right there. That's just how OCD I am. All right, guys, here we are. It is dusk now, and I just wanted to go over this real quick, show you that it looks pretty dang straight now. I'm extremely happy with the results. There is just a little tiny indentation right up in here, but I might bring that up a little bit. I don't know. I've really been focusing on this right here rather than up here, so I'm just going to show you guys a little trick real quick. So these are made by DIABLO, and they are absolutely the best sandpaper I've ever used by far. These are really cool because I can attach them to this block. They hook up really nice and they hold on pretty good, and then you can just kind of wrap them. Anyway, they say whatever they are, printed from DIABLO. However, when they get full of dust, you can't really see it anymore. This one you can see it where it says 150, but I've just started writing it on there with a marker because, yeah, see that one there's 320, and I'll be danged if I can even see 320 anywhere on that now. But we got that. See, like this one here, I think this one's an 80, but you can't see it anymore. So anyway, just a little stupid tip. Thank you for watching another episode of the 89 Garage. I don't know. That's all I had at the moment. Thank you guys very much for the subs. I've had quite a few new subs as of late, and I appreciate that very, very wholeheartedly. And keep them coming, guys. Keep the comments coming below. Tell me what you think of the color combo. Do I paint it all blue? Do I put silver on the bottom? What do I do? Tell me down below. Have a wonderful week. Peace out.